Hi guys, so today's video is going to be about the fear of having someone's life in your hands. And I actually had one of you viewers ask me to talk about like the whole fear of like dealing with people's lives and, you know, being in a potentially like vulnerable, dangerous situation where someone's life is in your hands, and talk about that fear and kind of how to deal with it. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So the first thing that I want to say is that 99.9% of the time, if your patient is going downhill or is in a dangerous situation, you're going to have more people there. And if you don't, then call more people in to help you out. You should never feel like you are alone when you're working as a nurse. There's always more people around you. And so that really eased my fear of becoming a new nurse. Is, you know, when I thought about like, what happens if I walk in my patient's room and they're non-responsive, or what happens if I walk in the patient's room and all of a sudden they collapse, or, you know, something that potentially is a dangerous situation where a patient isn't doing well. And I had that fear of like, you know, am I going to be the only one that has to know what to do in the situation? And, you know, what if I don't know what to do? You know, I have this person's life in my hand, and, you know, if I don't know what to do, then are they going to die because of me? And I think that's a really common fear to have when you start off as a new nurse, is like that fear of, you know, you have someone's life in your hand or multiple people's lives in your hands. And that's a big responsibility. And, you know, it's very true. You are usually the first one to recognize if your patient is headed south, or if something's not right, or you get that feeling that, you know, your patient is just not doing well, or even your patient will say something's not right, I don't feel well, or they start talking about Jesus or heaven, and you're like, oh my gosh, wait, you're still full code. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not really kidding, but anyways, off topic. It's very normal to feel, you know, nervous about taking care of patients and having their lives in your hands. But the number one thing to realize is that you are not alone. You're never alone on a nursing floor. And if you are alone and you're nervous about being alone, then call your supervisor, call a charge nurse, call someone to come and be with you, because I don't know if there's like legality rules or anything about being alone with the patient, you know, as far as like alone on a floor, but you should never have to be alone when you're taking care of patients, especially if they're really sick patients. My other piece of advice is just that it gets easier with time. You know, you're going to kind of have that fear when you start out as a new nurse of like, am I going to make mistakes? Am I going to kill someone? And over time, you become more confident in your abilities, and you learn more, and you feel a little bit more at ease with, you know, if something does go wrong, will I know what to do? Okay, yes, I know what my first step is if I walk in and a patient's unresponsive. And you're going to just get better at that, and it's going to get easier with time. And again, you're never alone. You're never alone. And if something's wrong, get more people in the room, and then you guys can all figure out what's going on, and it's not just relying on you. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any other tips, leave them in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.